Hello, movie fans. Today we're going to be looking at a couple of scenes from the movie Hereditary, which is a story about demon possession within one family. And in this scene, we have here two teenagers from that family. The boy's name is Peter. The girl's name here is Charlie. And what's happened is that this demon named Payman has possessed Charlie, and she occasionally does strange things. Well, Peter and Charlie have gone to this party, and Charlie has a nut allergy, and she's eaten a cake with some walnuts in it, and now her throat is closing up, and her brother is rushing her to the hospital. But he makes a weird decision. He decides not to call an ambulance. He decides to drive her there himself. But the problem is that, of course, he's got no medical equipment in the car, and Charlie is choking to death. Most likely, he didn't call an ambulance because there were drugs at the party. Now, as you see here, Charlie can't breathe. It looks like she is asphyxiating. And you're going to see something happen here in a moment that is very important to the movie. Something's going to happen to Charlie. I'll just let the scene play out for a few seconds here. Okay, so right there she was decapitated. And what happened was that Peter swerved to miss an animal, a dead animal in the middle of the road. Charlie accidentally hit her head against a lamppost, and that broke her head off. So Peter drove home. He didn't call an ambulance or the police. He simply drove home with his headless sister's body in the car, and there's Charlie's head lying in the road, covered in ants. And the woman that you hear screaming in the background is Charlie's mother. And as you can see, she is absolutely inconsolable. Because she went down to the car, opened the car, and saw her headless daughter's body in the car. And that's her husband with her, trying to console her. But she's hysterical, and for good reason. And on the other side of the door, we see Peter listening in on his mother screaming. Who knows what's going through his mind at that point. Now, something's going to happen here. We're going to switch to another scene. And Payman, who previously possessed Charlie's body, then winds up possessing the mother's body, the woman who was just screaming there. Now, the mother began chasing Peter, and Peter has run up to the attic. And he's met with a rather strange scene here. There are candles everywhere. Looks like some sort of ceremony took place. And that is the outline of his grandmother's body, who had died at the beginning of the movie. And the mother, while possessed by Payman, moved the body to the attic. And then cult members somehow made it to the attic and began worshiping the body. Now, Peter is about to see something even stranger. He thinks he's dreaming, so he's going to try and smack himself awake there, but he's not dreaming. He's very much awake. And he's going to see something even weirder. Now, that sound you hear in the background, that's the sound of flesh and bone, something cutting through flesh and bone. And in a moment, Peter is going to look up, and he's going to see what the source of this noise is. And he's going to realize that it is his mother, who is hanging from the ceiling of that attic. And she is cutting through her own neck with apparently a piece of wire of some sort, probably piano wire. And as you can see, as she's moving that wire back and forth at the back of her neck, blood is spurting out of her neck. And she has this very blank expression on her face. That's because Payman has taken over her body. So now she's moving the piano wire very quickly. And, oh, there are the cult members that were worshiping the grandmother's body. And Peter jumps out the window. You can hear the sawing sound in the background of the piano wire cutting through the neck. And that is the end of the clip. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Bye.